Evening, how are we? Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds. So, our game against Crystal Palace has just finished and a bore draw. I think we've just got away with getting a point in this game because I have to admit, Jurgen mentioned about the changes. He said we needed to get legs on the pitch. Believe me, there weren't any legs out there, especially that midfield there. It was so flat. And in the first half, I just thought that Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joel Matip, and Naby Keita, they were were becoming a liability as the half went on. And it was the right decision to take Naby Keita off. I just can't wait for Ibu Konate to get back into this back four with Virgil van Dijk, because we seriously have an issue with. I mean, what centre fucking half plays a game of football, a centre half with fucking gloves on? That just pisses me right off when I see players playing with gloves on. You know, you're meant to be as hard as nails, but yeah, it was. Joel Matip was awful today, absolutely awful in the first half. He wasn't that better in the second half. I saw Jurgen Klopp out giving him a right bollocking because he, in one sequence, he gave the ball away on three separate occasions. So yeah, it was awful. Alexander Arnold, he has nobody challenging for his position other than James Milner. And James Milner can't play two games on the run. So he was just going through the motions. When he made that mistake when he had the ball and they nearly scored and hit the crossbar, Van Dijk was giving him a bollocking and he was telling Van Dijk to fuck off. Now, that's got to be wrong. Has to be wrong. You know, when you've got a senior player like Van Dijk there and he's trying to marshal the defence and he's giving you a bollocking, you don't tell him to fuck off. You know, so yeah, I don't know what's going on in Trent Alexander-Arnold's head at the moment, but he needs to snap out of it. With the games are now coming thick and fast, and they'll be running out as well. You know, so yeah, Naby Keita was never in the game in the first half. Never. He just pace wise, nothing at all. He's giving us nothing. We know he's going to be leaving. We know other players are going to be leaving at the end of the season. I believe that when I see it. So second half, Harvey Elliott came on. He did all right in the first 10 minutes, and then he started to give the ball away and whatever. And he did try to look at a vision two or three times in that half to get something away. Gakpo should have scored. It's plain and simple. He should have scored when Mo Salah put him through. Mo didn't have a good game either. So yeah, I think Gakpo needs to work a lot harder throughout the from beginning to when he went off. He doesn't work hard enough for me. He's a young lad. He's got to be up to speed now. He knows how we're playing. He so yeah, you could see that Darwin Núñez was missed. I thought Jota did all right. He's finding his feet in the last two stroke three games, so I'm happy with that. I'm glad to see Bobby was on. When Bobby came on, he tried to do something, but yeah, Robbo kept him getting caught out on the left hand side in the second half. It's a good job they can't score a goal, Crystal Palace. But yeah, it was getting a bit really boring to watch in the second half. After Gapco missed that chance, we were never going to score, and you can see that we're not going to score because that's how it was, that game. So on a positive, 3 clean sheets in the last 3 league games for us. We've scored 4 goals and conceded none. Yeah, beat the 2-0 against Everton and 2-0 against whoever it was. Sorry, I can't just think at the moment. So yeah, it's it has to be an only positive. We go and play Wolves midweek. That game's not live. Just talking about going back to the Crystal Palace game, I have to commend the away support. Yet again, the lads got behind the team, watching watching that what they had to watch today. Going all the way down to London and don't get me wrong, Palace are poor. They're a very poor team, and we just didn't exploit anything from them today. But the away support was absolutely fantastic. Just getting back onto the Fulham game. The Wolves game. Wolves are going to be a different kettle of fish when they come to Anfield. They are. So it's going to be a tough one. Hoping Darwin Núñez is back. But yeah, I thought Fabinho did all right when he came on. He got a yellow card for his misdemeanors. So what? We just had to try and see him out. Millie, there was no legs from him, was there, in the middle of the park? Jordan was playing the ball sideways. So yeah. I thought Virgil had a good game, considering what he had in front of him and either side of him. I'm talking about Matip and Arnold and Robbo on the other side. But yeah, I thought Virgil had a good game there. But yeah, it's just one of those. But as I say, Wolves are going to be another a different proposition. They will be getting at us on the break. We need to be solid when we play them. So yeah, I'm going to go and finish my bottle of red wine off and just think of the positive. It does move us up to 7th in the table. If we win our game in hand, we're only 3 points off or something, 4th place or something like that. But we'll just have to take game by game now. Our under-21s played today. They beat Leicester 7-1 at home. So I look forward to looking at the highlights of that. Our under-18s went to Man City. A very, very young under-18s team again, because apparently they've got injuries and players going up to the under-21s. I watched the game. They got hammered by City. City play like the first team. It was good to watch that age group. They absolutely dominated the game from start to finish. Liverpool, the youngsters, some are even still at school, just were miles off the pace. Absolutely miles off the physicality of the game as well. So, but yeah, Liverpool tried to play from the back at that age. They just got caught out. But yeah, they got absolutely hammered by City, footballing wise, as well as the results. So that's me done for this evening. Okay, if you like what I'm doing, smash us a like, give us a follow, subscribe. It's free. I'm not here to make money. This is all to do with Liverpool Football Club. My opinion, and it's only opinion. If you want to come into a discussion, let me know. We can have one of those. But yeah, share this when I put it out on Twitter. Please share. Please subscribe. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Up the Reds.